it's private. But in the state of Florida, if you get arrested, it's considered public record, which means that anybody can look it up. So the only state in the USA is Florida where your arrest record is public knowledge. And so all the newspapers report on the horrible things that happen in Florida because they have access to it. Horrible things happen in every other state, I guarantee you. It happens all the time. But in Florida, because it's considered public record, thinks that Florida is crazy. Florida is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Okay,
Henry.
we got 27 people. Are we good to start?
Yeah, it's your class. Start it.
All right. So guys, okay, thanks for going down. Should have stayed because we need 2 people up here. So if someone wants to join, go ahead and do that. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about the last time someone was unfair to you. Okay? So I'm pretty sure someone has been unfair to all of you at some point, right, in your life. So we want you to come up here and tell us about it. We want some details, right? We want you to share your story with us. So I see a hand. Okay, we got the Talib woman over here. So I invited you.
And also, what's the format, Henry?
Oh yeah, I'm forgetting about it. Okay, so the format is listen and repeat. Okay, so well, naturally, the first person is gonna say something, right? Then the second one, yeah. So the second person is gonna repeat what the first person said. Okay, so you're gonna say your name and your story, and the next person has to repeat your name, and they have to say their name and their story. Okay, does that make sense?
And do we have to say exactly what the previous person says, or
not necessarily? We have to paraphrase. You know, we have to say what we understood with our own words. Okay. And
so what happens if I don't understand what you said?
If you don't understand, then you have to ask, can you repeat yourself? I'm sorry, I didn't get it. Can you say it again for me, please? Okay. There's nothing wrong with asking for repetition, right? So feel free to do that. Make sure you speak. Okay.
All right, Henry, go ahead.
Okay, so am I going to start?
Yeah, you have to start. You're the teacher.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you the story about one of my teachers.
Tell your name first.
Oh yeah, my bad. My name is Henry, and well, here's my story. So one day I was having class, and my friends were being super loud, super noisy, right? They were throwing at each other, you know, little pieces of eraser. You know how you can pretty much break an eraser into little pieces? They were throwing them to each other, at each other, right? So I stood up to tell them to stop because they were really annoying. And the teacher immediately shouted at me and he told me to leave the classroom because I was being disruptive, right? Disruptive means that I was being, you know, I was causing trouble. I was a troublemaker. So, well, I had to leave the classroom even though I wasn't doing anything. And my friends only laughed at me because of that. So that's the story of how my teacher was unfair to me.
Okay, so I'm going to try what Henry said. His name is Henry, and his story is that his friends were messing around with each other. They broke off the eraser and they made little pieces and they were throwing it at each other. And Henry got angry and said, "Stop doing that." And because he was the one who was making noise, the teacher singled him out and said, "You're in trouble. You're the bad person. Get out of the classroom." And he didn't punish the people who were actually doing the bad thing. And so that's why it was unfair. Does that sound right, Henry?
That sounds perfect. That's exactly what happened.
Okay.
And I feel.
So, yeah, go ahead, Henry.
I was going to say that I feel so upset now when I remember all of this. It was so unfair. I was really angry.
No, and that sounds right because it's similar to my story. When I was in school, I was sitting next to somebody who was very noisy. Like she liked to talk a lot, and she would keep talking to me while the teacher was trying to explain something, and I was getting very annoyed. I was getting more and more frustrated with her talking all the time while teacher was talking. And then the girl hit me, and so I hit her back. And then she screamed, and then the teacher was like, "You hit, I'm giving you detention." And I was like,
No.
She was bothering me, and she was talking the entire time you were talking, teacher, and she wouldn't shut up. But teacher didn't see that. She only saw me hitting her. And so she called my parents in to talk to have a conference, and my parents yelled at me, and my teacher yelled at me, and "You shouldn't hit girls," but hit me first. And also she wouldn't shut up, and I couldn't learn because I was trying to listen to teacher and she wouldn't shut up. And I was so angry and I was so frustrated and I was not happy. So that's when my life was unfair. Does someone want to try what I said?
Talib can try. Talib, do you want to try?
Yeah, I'll try.
Okay. Go ahead.
I didn't listen the first part. Like, was it his friend or someone he was sitting with?
It was just someone who was sitting next to me.
Okay. So his name is Dino, right? And
Dino, yeah.
Dino, okay. Okay, Dino, and the girl who was sitting next to him kept talking throughout the entire class, and he couldn't listen to the teacher what she was teaching. So he got very frustrated because he wanted to listen to the teacher, and at some point she hit him, and so he got mad and he hit her back. But the teacher, and she screamed because he hit him, and the teacher was very upset because he has hit a girl. So and that led to the teacher to call his parents, and everyone was mad at him because he hit a girl, even though he was upset, and also she hit him first. So
yeah, he got detention as well, right?
Oh, yeah.
Dino, does that sound right? Is that your story?
That was exactly what happened. Were you there?
Apparently Talib was the girl.
Exactly what happened.
No.
That's
I was 7 years old. I'm 37 years old now. I still remember that.
30 years
Oh my
ago. Wow.
Damn.
Hey, see, well.
Hey.
Okay, so it's your turn.
Yeah, Talib.
So
Mm-hmm. First,
Okay.
first of all, what's your name?
My name is
Okay.
and I'm 20 now, but I'm gonna talk about something that happened at school, like when I was in 7th grade.
Okay.
And at that time, I had like zero knowledge in English, and my pronunciation was super bad. I mean, it's still bad now, and it was really bad then. So I went to this school where everyone knew amazing English,
Mm-hmm.
and they were all like almost native speakers. So they kind of singled me out just because I didn't know English, and they just wouldn't let me take part in any of the conversation that was taking place because my English was a little bit bad. No, I think it was better, but I did speak in a way that they could understand and that I could take part in that conversation, but still they wouldn't let me take part in that conversation, and that still makes me mad. And that is the only thing. Like if someone comes up to me and asks me about tell me about a time that someone was mean to you, then this is the only thing that I can think about.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
That's all.
So is that it? Okay, perfect. Does anyone want to try repeating her story? We got RB or we got Chim and Ruler. So anyone wants to try? RB, you here?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay, do you want to give it a go? Do you want to try?
yeah, sure.
Okay, first of all, what's her name?
Her name is Anjali, and when she was in
Mm.
seventh grade,
Mhm.
she was in her school. There were like good English speakers, and almost like native speakers,
Mhm.
and they didn't let her, take part in their conversations, or they made her feel like that she didn't belong here somehow. I mean, they
She
were
was
mean to her.
excluded, right?
Yeah, she was excluded, which was wrong, but
Mhm.
how sometimes kids are mean.
Okay.
And you have
Yeah,
Yep, that's right.
does
That's
that
exactly.
Okay, is
yeah.
that the story? Perfect. So thanks, Arby. So now it's your turn. You got to share with us, when was the last time someone was unfair to you?
That's like, okay, I'm gonna share this like recent incident that happened like
Or
spell
recent?
your name.
Yeah, your
You have
name
to spell your
first.
name.
yeah. Okay, my name is Rohit. I'm from India,
Okay.
and I work in the police department. So
Ooh.
right now, like there is like this whole COVID lockdown is going on in my country, right?
Mhm.
So in my office, like yesterday, there was this was given where you would be like most of the staff would come in 50% capacity. So it was divided between like
Ro-
everybody in the
Rohit,
office.
Rohit,
Yeah,
Rohit, can you please slow down a little bit?
all right.
You're going a little bit
Uh,
too fast. Can you just slow down a little bit?
o- okay.
Okay.
So in my office, there was this order that was given yesterday, which was that we would all come like in 50% capacity, everybody in the staff. But my name was missing from that, and whichever guy who doesn't have that order is gonna come every day. So I'm one of those guys who's gonna go every day, and not a lot of
RB,
people.
I'm sorry to interrupt. We have some beginners over here, so I'm gonna need you to slow down even more, okay? Speak slowly and clearly for everyone, please, okay?
All right.
Carry on.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna start again. Okay.
Go ahead. Yeah, if you feel like you have to do it, do it.
Okay. So there is this order in my office
Mhm.
which states that everybody is going to take turns alternatively come to the office 3 days a week.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep. Yep.
I was the only
Uh,
one
Rohit,
who's
can you go a little bit slower?
Apparently. Okay.
man. Uh, okay,
You know
let's
why?
cut this short.
No, no,
Uh,
no. Don't cut it short. I just need you to slow down a little bit because we want to hear what you have to say. It's important to us
We
because
might
someone has
miss
to
some
repeat
details.
back.
Mhm.
Someone has to repeat back, right? Right. So if
all right.
you go too fast, they 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 can't hear it. So please slow down just a little bit.
Okay. Um.
Your English
So
is
I work.
perfect. That's why I need you to slow down.
All right. So I work with the police department, right? And this is the time when lockdown is going on in my city, in my state. So, but we have to work like in medical department and police department. They are like essential services, so we have to go to office every day. But because of this pandemic, which is like rampant in our country right now, so government gave us this option that you can operate the offices with 50% capacity. So when my superiors passed the order, they left my name out of that 50%, and I have to go to office every day.
Oh,
And that happened yesterday.
Mm. Okay. Is that it?
oh, seriously?
Yep.
Mm. Does someone want to try what he said?
In place to reduce the number of staff on site. And this means that there was a list that was made. And if you were on the list, you got to come in less often. If your name wasn't on the list, then you had to come in every day. And that is what happened to Rohit, is his name was not on, which means that he has to go in every day. And I can definitely see why that would mean an unfair more than mean, because mean requires definitely
I was.
unfair, because you are exposed more than your peers to the virus in this situation. So I feel for you, Rohit. That is a very tough spot to be in.
Unlucky.
So it's very
Nah.
unlucky. If that's randomly generated, it is very unlucky. Was that about right though? My summary?
Yeah, that was like all correct, but it was in a mean spirit, which I will talk about later. I want to give you some examples.
If it
Do it
wasn't a
now.
mean, terrifying.
Yeah, what happened? You can clarify now.
So okay, so there is this guy in my office, which is like he's a chief inspector, which I think Dino would know what that is. I don't know if it's a
I
captain or
don't.
something. Uh,
Yeah, we don't know. Can
equivalent
you explain it?
equivalent rank of a captain or something.
Okay.
So me and him don't get along that much. Okay, and he's like in charge of executive branch, and I'm in charge of law and order, and we don't see each other eye to eye, you would say that I don't like him, he don't like me. But he's
Wait,
close
Rohit, can
to
you explain what is mean by eye to eye?
um, how do I explain that? Try to avoid each other, I
Means
guess. Yeah.
like eye to eye means like you understand each other, right?
No, 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 no. No, we don't
Something
like
like
each other, I would
face
say.
to face in person, something like that.
No, we don't see each other eye to eye. I don't know how to like explain that, but I think Dino knows what I mean, but he just wants me to hear that. He wants me to say like what it means.
Oh yeah,
No, no, no.
30 people over here want to hear about it.
Yeah, no, eye to eye. Rohit used a really good term. It's an English term. Eye to eye means that when you see eye to eye means that you are understanding each other. That you're there's another English phrase that we use called on the same page. That you understand each other. That you uh, everything that you say the other person understands. Does it sound right, Rohit?
Yeah, so it was
So if you
like completely
don't see
opposite, like
eye
we
to
don't see each
eye,
other.
right,
Exactly. Yeah,
then you're not on the same page. Then you don't
yeah,
understand each other. Then it doesn't
exactly,
make sense to you, right?
So you
exactly,
don't
exactly.
agree pretty much, right?
Yeah,
Okay, perfect.
like about a month ago, he was the guy who, in my absence, actually changed my room from like lower level to upper level, which was kind of mean. That's what do you call mean spirited, because he knew
Yeah,
uh, it was my room, right? So, anyways, he knows I don't like him, and he don't like me. I mean, it's okay. I know that. So, because right now he's close to the inspector general of superior, he did that intentionally to the list.
oh,
So that's why I call him mean spirited. That's
and
why I don't.
also unfair.
Of course.
You got the double whammy here. It sounds a little bit like constructive dismissal. And I put a link
Yeah.
that describes constructive dismissal in the stage classes. It's when your superior does things to make your work very hard to tolerate, to stand, and you are led to resign, to quit because of the environment and not because you want to. So that would be very unfortunate. It doesn't sound like it's a
It's
very
almost
nice
it's
environment.
almost like they're trying to force you to quit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna quit. I'm gonna make him quit. Okay.
Oh, okay.
This
The Una
dismissal.
reverse card on him.
Yeah.
Uno.
Una reverse card, indeed.
I mean,
Oh,
listen.
right.
Here's
But
the
we
thing about
understand what you're
executive
saying.
people. Yeah. So they can't like he already has a corruption case on him. So any day he's gonna be
Corruption.
fucking going. Okay,
Ooh.
sorry. Any
Ooh,
day he's
mind the
gonna be like
language,
gone.
please.
So the anti-corruption case is pending on him in High Court right now. So he's gonna go any day anyways. So I'm not bothered about it. But it's just as long he is in office, like he's gonna try to make my life a living hell. But you know, I'm gonna get by.
But it's still unfair.
Of course it is. I know my other colleagues know that it's unfair, but what can you do? Like I know it's like
Right.
it's almost useless to go and complain about it to my superior, because the guy is like doesn't want to listen to anybody other than him. Like almost everybody in the office knows that. I would say that my superior is his little bitch. Okay, sorry.
Right.
Huh. Okay.
No, but like this is the entire conversation about unfairness, where it's like no matter what you do, no matter how good you are, no matter what you try, nobody cares.
Of course
You know
not.
what I mean? Like you feel helpless. It's like, um, you know, you try to be a good person, you try to do your best, and then nobody cares, and then it just feels
Exactly.
like you're helpless, and it's like it's
Of course.
horrible, right?
Yeah, and it's not even the case. Like since you started this conversation, I just want to add a couple of things. Like, see, when they room from like lower floor to the upper floor, I was like, I didn't care about it that much. I mean, like, okay, it's not like my home or it's not my property. It's just my office. I don't care. Okay, where I sit, where I like, you know,
Right.
it's just 8 hours I'm gonna spend there. So I was not worried about it. The thing I was worried about was like uh, the all the equipments that I have, like it's a government equipment, which worth a lot, and it's gonna get ruined because of a lot of things. You know what I mean? From moving
Yeah.
to like that upper floor is not like somebody else's office. Okay, it was used to be there was this Canadian guys who came to like it used to be a older office like 10, 12 years ago, you know. So it's not
Hmm.
well maintained, or like the roof is like collapsing, you know. They're gonna get repair it, but I don't know when. It's a COVID time, you know what I mean. I mean, it's been
Right.
like almost 2 months now, and it's still not repaired, and it's gonna be monsoon season soon, so it might rain, and maybe somehow somewhere, a lot of stuff could get ruined because of that. And it's not, I could just say that it's not my fault, but I don't want to do that. I mean, still a government's property. I want to do my job, like, you know,
Do your best.
what is, yeah, I want to do it fairly. You know what I mean? I don't want to like just don't care about my job and just go and come back home and I was like, I'm done for the day. I really want to do the job correctly, you would say. But when people like that try to, force you to a corner and try to like be unfair to you, that's when you start to feel like, who gives a,
Right.
I you know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
You feel frustrated, like, why am I even doing a good job? Like, I should be like any other guy, any other like, worker, just try to do minimum things and just come back home. You know what I mean?
But that's why we have this class right now, is because a lot of times in life, a lot of stuff is unfair, and I think sometimes it helps to just talk about it.
Of course.
And and I am very happy that you talked about it, because the thing is that now we know what you're going through, and now you don't have to face this alone. We all feel this with you together.
If you think about a really good spot to vent if something is happening in your life right now and you don't have anyone to talk to about it, you know?
Yeah.
Because you don't know who we are, and we don't know who you are,
Hey,
and
it's
what's going to
fun
happen.
venting with strangers, you know? So we might as well. Okay, perfect. So is that it, RB?
Yeah. Just let everybody else speak. Like,
Okay, perfect. So,
Okay.
Alice, you had a
I do. And it's a story I thought of when you were talking about an incident that happened when you were about 7.
But
And
you have to repeat back what he said.
again. She did, right?
yeah, I did. And then he added more information.
Yes, do it again.
Okay.
Ah, okay. So he works for the police department, and because of COVID, they've had to reduce staff. And because of that, they had to generate or make a list of people who were going to be there less often than others. And if your name wasn't on the list, then you still had to come in every day. And that's what happened to Rohid, is his name wasn't on the list. And because it wasn't on the list, he has to come in every day. And Rohid feels that his not being on the list was an attempt by his superior, who's like a captain at the police department, to be mean to him because they don't get along.
yeah, he's not my
Is that about
superior.
right?
Is that it?
That guy is not my superior. He's just in charge of different
Okay,
different
so he's
departments.
someone who had control over an aspect of your professional career for a brief moment, and he took that
Yeah,
as an opportunity to be mean.
exactly. Well done.
Ah. All right, does that cover it?
Yep.
All right, glad to see what we're on the same page. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Totally.
Okay,
Okay.
so do
So
I
first of
do I
all,
tell
yeah.
my
First of all,
story?
Maple, what's your name? First of all, what's your name?
So my name is Alice.
Okay. And what's your story, Alice?
So when I was, I want to say 9, so this is a very long time ago. When I was 9, I had a teacher that I loved so much, and she was my favorite person in the whole world. And I would tell her that all of the other kids would pick on me, and that my parents and my siblings would pick on me too. And she was always very nice to me. And then one day, when we were in French class, I had going back to our bad habits conversation from earlier, I had a habit that a lot of children have around that age, which was picking your nose, and in some cases, eating it. And she caught me doing that in class one day, and she told me not to do it. And another student who was the leader of a group of students who were responsible for
Guacamole
bullying
next to
me.
the penis.
Oh, yikes! What? Okay. I'm sorry. Carry on.
That's okay. So one of the other kids who was part of a group that he was the leader of the people who were bullying me when I was 9, asked the teacher what I had done, and the teacher told the whole class what I was doing. And they terrorized me to the point that I could no longer talk to that teacher because she made the bullying worse. So I asked to be transferred to the French program at a different school to escape that teacher. And then she became my teacher at the new school.
Oh
Full-time.
no!
Full time before it was only for 45 minutes a day. And she became my full-time teacher. And then a couple years later, she told me that she had voted against my transfer because she thought I was no good at languages.
And well, you're here. You're a teacher in the server. Hmm?
And I
How
speak
the
French
turntables?
fluently.
Mm-hmm. That's
So,
crazy. Okay,
she
so
was my idol,
mhm,
and she betrayed me.
mm. So is that it, Alice?
That's it.
Okay, that was
That
a
sounds
long
horrible. That
story.
sounds horrible.
It does. It
Does,
really
does
does.
someone want to try what Alice said?
We got 4 people on stage. I believe Milk was here first. So, Milk, do you want to try? We cannot hear you if you're talking. Okay. Maybe
Malik, we
Flappy
cannot
Bird
hear
can do it.
you. I thought he was going first.
Yeah,
Me
yeah,
too,
but
though.
apparently they have an issue with their microphone. So
They
maybe
do?
we can let them fix it while you explain.
Okay, so I
Okay, so
don't know what
first,
to talk about. Okay,
okay,
so
first of
So
all,
what's
here's
her name?
what's the name of the person that just talked?
the earlocks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, what's her
Okay.
story? What did you
The story is
understand?
about the picking of the nose, and she teacher was very unfair to her. Her teacher was being big ass.
Okay.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Her teacher is mean.
Mm-hmm.
and
Her
how was the
teacher,
teacher mean?
the teacher was being an asshole.
No.
How?
Okay.
You have to
What do you mean?
you have to repeat back what she said.
She voted against transfer. She also embarrassed her in front of Calera.
Okay.
Yeah?
What else?
Okay. Her teacher was being stupid, and her teacher is fucking wrong because she got to be an English teacher and this fucking server. Let's go.
Mm.
Wait, but you have to ask her if it sounds right.
Do I sound very correct to you?
Yeah, that was, I would say, a very imaginative summary of what I said for sure.
Okay,
I enjoy your storytelling.
I live in America too, and teachers like to do that a lot. I lived here since the first grade.
Wait, you have to
And
tell your name first.
well,
Yeah.
my name is Jack. I am 14 years old, and I live in California.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and so 6 years later, right? And before I could speak English, I moved here. And so what happened? My parents were both American. I was adopted when I was about 2 years old. So when I moved here, what happened?
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that? I didn't get it.
So when I moved here,
Mm-hmm.
what happened was I was in class and I was trying to speak English. I didn't pick it up very well. Um, yeah, I didn't pick it up very well, very fast. And somebody corrected me. I was saying something about breakfast, and they corrected me, and they made me say some no words. I said, "What did you have for breakfast this morning?" And they corrected me with, "What you eating, my nigga?"
Oh,
Oh no.
okay.
And then
No, they made you say that?
they made me think it was correct. So I would go, and I always said my
Oh
nigga.
no.
I am not, I am light skinned. So I would go around saying, "What's up, my niggers?" And
Oh
all
no,
sorts of stuff
that's
about my niggers and my faggot, and they kept feeding me all this information. I'd say so many no word. I got in trouble one day, right? Yes.
yeah.
And I was talking to the principal about the words, and I kept saying nigger to the principal.
Okay.
Oh no. Okay. Oh, we lost him.
I feel like
Uh,
that was a little bit of trolling, not gonna lie.
that's fine. Does
That's
someone
fine.
want to try?
Okay, we're gonna start again. So, Milk, is your mic fine now? It
No.
isn't. No, we cannot hear you. I'm sorry. Might want to check your audio devices. Maybe one of them is wrong or something like that. But okay, Shubham, am I saying that right? Are you here?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
Okay, am I saying that right, Shubham?
Yeah, my name is Shubham.
Okay, perfect.
Can,
So,
can you
Perfect.
pronounce it again? Let's see.
Shubham. All right, I'm sorry
Shubham.
again.
Yeah.
Shubham.
Yeah,
Okay, is that
you're
good?
almost there. You're almost there. Yeah.
Okay, what am I missing? Like the H? Shubham or something like that?
Shubham. BH.
Okay, Shubham, like that?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay,
Yes. Right.
Shubham. Okay,
Perfect.
so
Perfect.
you have no story to repeat. So, okay, we know your name is Shubham, right? So what's your
Mhm.
story? Share your story with us.
Okay, so recently, I'm not sure like if you guys are aware, but in India, situation is worst. COVID
Okay,
is everywhere.
Shubham, can you do
Yeah.
me a favor? Can you slow down a little bit so that the next person understands?
Okay. Okay.
Okay, just
So,
slow, right? Slow it
okay.
down.
Sure. So
Okay.
in India, situation is worst. COVID is everywhere. So I want to tell you a sad story. If you guys are okay with it, is it
Of
fine?
course.
Yeah. So I saw three people dying in front of me
Oh
in
no.
last week. And the issue is here the resources are very less. So the problem was everybody is struggling to get oxygen. So my friend's sister, she was just 29 and she passed away due to lack of oxygen.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, so we tried to arrange one injection which can give boost in your body, which will improve your immunity for some time. So I contacted one person. So first of all, that injection is it's given by government, but it is out of stock. So people have stocked it, and they have in extra everywhere. Like if you need only one, but people are collecting 6, 7 like that. So I contacted one person. I asked him, "Can you give me just one injection that can save one life?" So he was having 6 injections for his uncle. I told one will not make such a huge difference. So can you give me just one? But he refused. And I kept on calling, but he didn't give me. I tried other places, but I couldn't find. And in the end, when she died, I literally felt I could have helped her, but I I was helpless. So that was the time I felt that person is really mean. If I would have been in his place, I would have 6 injections. Definitely, I would not mind giving one or two. So yeah, that's my story. Like recently, somebody really uh, badly being mean to me.
Well, first of all, let me
And
tell you
someone
that
died
I'm
based on that.
Mhm.
Sorry.
Go ahead,
And
Dino.
someone died basis of that.
Yes.
So let me tell you, I'm sorry to hear all of this. I truly am. So may your friend rest in peace. That's terrible. Um, does anyone want to try repeating his story, please? Rainiel, maybe you can try it.
Hey, I can't speak right now because it's too late here. I'm just here listening. But
Okay,
No
I'm
I
worries.
gonna.
understood. I understood all of that.
Okay, that's fine. Don't worry. I'm gonna move you back to the audience. Okay, so we get someone else
Uh,
up here.
okay, okay.
Okay. Um. All right. So Altacoini, Altacoini. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. Are you here? Hello. Okay, we're gonna need. Okay, I saw you unmute your mic, so maybe you're here. Hmm. Is it only me? I don't hear anyone speaking.
No, I can't hear him.
Okay. Yeah, you also have some issues with your mic, Alt, so you might want to check it out. Okay, I'm gonna let someone else in, but I feel like this might be a troll person, so just let's
We'll
stay
see.
sharp. All right.
Milk, you want to try?
Oh no, Milk, we cannot hear you.
Yeah.
Okay,
No.
that was really weird. Anyways, okay, we need some people to get on stage and repeat.
Yeah.
You have a lot of
Guys,
people listening, so feel free to
raise your
join.
hand.
Give it a try. Okay, we got one hand. Perfect. Hollow. Hollow, I invited you so you can join and, practice with us.
Looking at DPA, I can guess that he's from my country.
Who? Hollow?
Yes.
Hmm. How can you guess? The name, maybe? The
No,
profile picture?
the profile picture. Yeah.
Okay.
Alta,
Come on,
you want to
guys.
go?
Yeah, Alt. Did you fix your mic? I
Can you
think we heard you.
hear me right now?
Yeah, we
Yes.
can.
Good.
You're a little bit loud, but yeah, we can.
Okay.
Go ahead. You need to
So,
repeat his name first.
Suban. Ah!
Okay.
And then that.
This is
didn't
getting
come
kind of
along.
weird. Okay. Guys, anyone wants to come on stage? Okay, we got Twinkle Toes and we got Hollow. So, Hollow, are
Hello.
you here?
Yeah,
Hey there.
I'm here. Am I audible?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
you're
can hear
good.
you.
Yeah, first
Perfect.
of all, thanks for inviting me.
No, thanks for joining us. Okay,
Yeah,
so I
yeah.
need you to repeat the name of the person that just spoke.
Well, it was a Shubham, and I
Mm-hmm.
think we belong from the same country, and he just narrated a story, like a real life story related to the situation going on around the world. Like we know about the COVID situation.
Mm-hmm.
So he said like he just witnessed a death of his friend's sister right in front of him, I guess. Am I right?
Shubham, is he
Yes.
right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, carry on.
So it was like her sister got her friend's sister got COVID, and she just it's like she having some breathing issue, and she needs some sort of drug to immune herself back. That's what I think. Am I right?
So you're right.
Yeah,
Okay, carry on.
so it was like so Subham and his friend tried very hard to find that drug, and we know this, and I can say that it's like the situation here is very bad, and he said like that drug is kinda out of stock from the government department. And
Mhm.
give me a sec. Let me recollect.
Okay. Okay.
So he just got to know about that there was some guys like the private guys who just kept the stock of those drugs, and he just tried to call them back to back to arrange those drugs, and they just refuse him. And which kind of like I feel very bad, because if you're having something which can help someone and give him a new life, then you should, I mean, just give that thing, because it is very necessary.
Hmm. Yeah.
So he just unable to get that drug that which his friend sister needed. So her friend sister just died, and really, so it was very bad. I'm sorry for that, but it was bad. So
Thanks for
yeah,
that, Shubham.
yeah,
Is that
uh,
right? Did he? Is
Yes,
that your story?
yes, completely.
Perfect. Okay. Thanks for sharing with us, Shubham. Now you can go back to the audience. Thanks for coming on stage.
Thanks, thanks.
Okay, Hollow, it's your turn. Uh, well, before we start, we need more people to join us on stage. So if you want to practice, if you want to have a good time, raise your hand and we'll let you in. Okay. Okay. Now, Hollow. First of all, what's your name? Oh, hey, Milk. It's really weird. We can hear a lot of echo. Okay, they left. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna let someone else in and we'll start. Okay, Hollow?
yep.
Okay.
Hello.
Hey there. So, okay. Um, we are set. So, Hollow, first of all, what's your name?
My
Well,
name is
my
Mohammed.
name is Shreya Singh, my
Mhm.
real name, and I live in
Okay.
India.
Do you want us to call you by your real name or by your
Nah, nah,
Discord nickname?
nah. Hollow is quiet. I'm okay
Okay,
with
so your
Hollow.
name is Hollow. Okay.
Yep.
And what's your story?
Well, to be honest, it's not kind. I mean, I don't know. It's like, yeah, it was like back when I was in grade 7 or maybe 6. I don't remember that, but
Hmm.
back then and even now also, I having some self-esteem issue. Like, it's like I just can't stand upon my opinions, which I just say to the people. It's like I just don't know how to explain that, but it's like whenever I just give something, I mean, whenever I just say something, my opinion over some sort of thing, and people just counter that my opinion, I just say like, okay, you are right, I'm wrong, something like that. Did you guys
Mm.
understand? So
Yeah.
did you guys, yep, did you guys understand what I just said?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, so
So
let me see if I got it right. So you
mhm.
don't like to argue with people, right? You just tell them, "Yeah, you're right." Whatever,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
exactly. Like
Okay.
I don't prefer to like having an argument with anyone. It's like I'm just okay with whatever people say, and I'm like, okay, you are right, I'm wrong. That's it. Let's end this conversation.
Okay, you are indifferent about it, right? You don't care.
Yeah, and it's not like I care. It's just like I feel like it's kind of time waste to argue about something which does not give any sort of result, I guess. I mean, if something which is very important to speak, then I should stand for that. That's what I think.
Okay, so
But
you only talk about it when it's an important
Yeah,
matter, right?
exactly.
Okay.
So,
so
thank.
so in English,
Uh,
we call this non-confrontational.
oh, thanks for that. I
Means that
hmm?
you don't like confrontation. You prefer to not have confrontation. Confrontation means like you have a debate, you fight about something, you yell at each other, whatever. You prefer to not have confrontation,
Yeah, yeah.
right?
Thanks, Dino, for that information.
because a lot of times when people are non-confrontational means that a lot of times their family is very mean to them. They're very angry. They yell at you every time you make a mistake, every time you do something wrong. They scream at you, they yell at you, they make you feel like garbage, right?
Well, maybe that's true, but that's not applicable in my case. I mean, my family is quite cooperative with me. It's just that I just avoid it. I just don't know. Maybe I really don't know why I avoid those non-con. I'm like, I just avoid it. That's it. So,
There's another word which is
hmm,
called pacifist.
yeah,
Means
pacifist.
you don't like war, you don't like fighting, you don't like any kind of violence, that kind of thing, right?
Yeah, like a peace lover guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like for me, if I watch a movie, I don't like watching a movie with fight scenes. I don't like violence in movies. I don't like watching them. You know what I mean? I
Yeah,
would rather avoid the movie
yeah, you are right. I'm like that, I guess.
because
So,
it's easier. Maybe let's try to talk about our differences. And then if you're now so angry, okay, maybe I'm wrong. Fine,
exactly. I mean,
right?
there's no point to argue with someone which does not lead any result.
Because they're so angry and they don't see any sense.
Yeah, exactly.
They have no brains at that point, and then you're just like, okay, fine, fine. Think whatever you
Yeah,
want. That's cool, right?
yeah, exactly, bro. So,
I I
can I
understand
back?
exactly where you're coming from.
Yeah. So, can I back to my story? Can I get back to my
Yes,
story?
please.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So, back then, I was like in grade 7, and if I'm not remember it correctly, but it was like I having few friends. We just having a talk, and there was one friend who was in like kind of relationship, who was
Like
kind of like
boyfriend,
in a relation.
girlfriend.
Yeah, something like that. So we just having a normal talk, and I kind of don't like his girlfriend, and we just having a talk, and suddenly she just came right in front of us and just scolded his partner like in like in our local language, like we don't
Mm.
speak in Hindi, so just she just scolded to her, and in the end she would just said like, you are a selfish guy who just don't care about me and blah blah blah. And actually that friend of mine just quite bad in understanding those words, like he's quite weak in English. so i so he just asked me like, can you tell me the meaning of the selfish? And I was like, okay, the person who only thinks about himself is a selfish, I guess. And she just interrupted me out of nowhere and just said like, no, you are wrong. I just said like, okay, then prove me wrong that I am wrong. And she just started, I just don't know, like playing a victim card or something. And I'm like, okay, okay, you are right, I am wrong. I just apologized to her. But back then when I just came to my home, I was just so pissed off like that time, like I just did a terrible mistake that I didn't stand for myself. And really, I kind of feel bad because I just don't know, but it's feel bad that I just at that time didn't stand for what. Because I know I was right back then that the meaning of selfish was right, I guess.
And she was abusing you, and you were just like, you
No,
know
it's
what? I don't want to deal with this.
nah, it's not like abusing. It's like she just played a victim card. Like I just said, like
Yeah.
yeah, I'm right. The meaning of the selfish is right according to me. And she just like started her the tears came from her eyes, and I was like, what just I just said? Like she just played a victim card, and I just get felt trapped or something like that.
Yeah. Exactly. Where you did nothing
Hmm.
wrong, but someone made you feel like you did something wrong, and you didn't.
Yeah, exactly. That's true.
That's horrible.
Okay.
But can I ask one thing, please, if you
Yeah.
guys don't?
Go ahead.
So, to be honest, what do you guys think about like the way I talk? Is it bad, or do I need any improvement or something like that? Can I get a feedback from you if you guys don't mind?
Yeah, I understand you just fine.
Yeah. So can I?
So I understand you just fine.
Yeah, you
Oh,
have really good pronunciation. That's fine.
oh,
You
thank
have
you,
really
guys.
good vocabulary as well.
Nah,
Yep.
to be honest, I really don't think so. I have a good vocabulary. I mean, I just don't know those kinds of words like that. Just like back then, you just said like a pacifist and that non-confrontation word. So I
Yeah,
just kind of
You don't
but
really need those
you
words to say what you have on your mind, and we were able to understand you perfectly.
yeah,
yeah.
you're
Actually,
fine.
it's okay. But I kind of back in my country there was some sort of exam which kind of consists of those high-level vocabulary words, and I just get stuck with them, and I kind of feel like it is quite difficult for me to understand those words, new words. And can you suggest me something to understand those new
Yeah,
words?
of course.
Yeah, it will be a
Yeah.
great help.
So what you have to do
Hmm.
is that when you um, meet a new word that you don't know,
Hmm.
because you know how when you meet a new friend that you don't know and you don't know what to talk about, right?
Yep.
You have to figure out what's going on. It's the
Okay.
same with a new word. This is a new friend. This is going to be a new friend for you. With a vocabulary word that you don't know right now, this is your new best friend. And you don't know how to do it. You don't know what to do with it, right?
Yep.
And so what you do is that you write the word down and you try to use it, right?
Hmm.
And what you're going to do is when you try to use it, you're going to make a mistake. You're going to do it horribly when you try to use the word. I 100% guarantee you're going to, right?
Ah.
Right?
Yep. Yep. Yeah. And that's
Of
kind
course
of
you
it.
will.
That's a
That's
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 a, like a
that's
fact.
normal. Right. That's normal. So
Hmm.
then what you do is when you mess up with that word is that you come onto the server and then you go to the English questions chat that we
Yep.
have on the server and you ask them, guys, uh, here's a word that I learned today. Here's how I want to use it. And I know I'm messing it up, and that's fine. How do I use it properly?
Oh.
Right?
If
Yeah.
you think about it, it's a really good way to start a conversation. Imagine this topic: crazy words and phrases in English.
Hmm.
And you could be exchanging complicated words and advanced vocabulary with people that also want to learn.
That sounds
And
kind of.
every time I'm in that
Hmm.
chat room, when you put a word in there and you say, okay, how do I use this word? I'm gonna ask you what's the context, right?
Yep.
And then you're gonna say the context is I want to use this word in this way, and you're gonna make a mistake when you make that word happen, right?
Yeah. Fact. That's a fact.
You know what's not gonna happen?
I
I'm
don't
not gonna
know.
laugh at you. I'm not gonna
Hmm.
make fun of you. I'm not gonna yell at you. I'm not gonna, do anything. I'm just gonna tell you this is how you use the word.
Yeah. I mean, it will be a great for like, to be honest, most of the time, I think that's the sole reason why I just avoid those kinds of things with the people, because most of the time they just laugh like you really don't know that meaning, and you just or something like that. They just laugh and make fun of me. So just that's the reason I avoid.
Well, if
So
someone
don't do
laughs at
that.
you, stay away from
Hmm?
them because you don't want to be hanging with,
Yeah.
that kind of people. You want to
But
find a
also,
group that is interested in learning the
Yeah,
same way
but
you want to do
also,
it. Yeah,
of
what's up,
course.
do
Dino?
it here. Do it right here in the server. Do it in the English questions chat. That's why it's here. Is we want you guys to ask these questions about how do I use this word,
Hmm.
right?
Well,
You
if
got the
I
English
That is.
questions channel. Use it.
Mhm.
Of course I will. Actually, I'm a new, so I really don't know about that. Well, it's kind of sound like a fun. I mean, definitely I will go
Really
for
Yeah,
fun.
it.
it is fun.
It's
Yeah.
addictive, hanging out in that channel and helping every single person that has a question. It's really fun.
Yeah.
Because to be
Def-
honest,
hmm.
there's going to be other people who will ask questions about other English questions that you know the answer to,
Yeah. Maybe it
right?
can be yeah, it can be a possibility.
You're from
Totally.
India,
Yeah, I am from
right?
India. Yep.
So you have a very unique relationship to English.
Well,
You know what I love about the relationship that Indians have with English is because we have a love for the beauty of the English language.
yeah, that's a fact. That's
We
why.
are fascinated with beautiful words, right?
Hmm. Yep.
And most people in those chat rooms don't know that intimacy that we have with English words like you do.
Hmm.
You know
Maybe.
what I mean?
Yeah, I'm
And
getting
maybe
it.
you can teach somebody else what you know. And maybe other people can teach you what they know. And that's the entire point of this entire server.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
I can
great.
So,
relate to that on so many levels. Even if you're not very good at explaining things in English,
Yeah.
when you find, for example, my native language is Spanish, right? So when
Hmm.
I find a Spanish speaker that has a question, I'm like, oh, I know this. I struggled with this before, and I know how to explain it. So I'm gonna help you out because I know it, you don't, and I'm gonna share my knowledge with you, right?
Yeah, that's great to be honest.
and and that's why we want you to go into the English questions chat and ask questions about how do I use this word?
Yeah.
I don't know how to use it because this is not easy for me right now because I know English, but this isn't working for me right now.
Can someone
Show me
give
how
me
to
an
use it.
example? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
And what we will do is we will challenge you to make a mistake. We will challenge you, mess it up, use the
Oh,
worst way. You know what I mean? Because the thing is that if you don't make a mistake, how are you supposed to learn?
yeah, that's a fact.
We want you to
Hmm.
we make mistakes.
Mm-hmm. Will try. I will try. Definitely, I will try.
So when you find a word that isn't quite making sense to you,
Hmm.
use it badly, use it
Yeah,
horribly, make the worst mistake, and make a mistake, right?
of course.
And you know what's going to happen?
Well, people
Everybody in the
will guide.
room is going to show you here's how you use it.
Yeah.
There are non-native speakers who hang out in the English questions chat where they are so eager to help people who are trying to use a word differently, right?
Hmm.
Hey, that's me.
Oh, that's great then.
Like you've got people who the only way that they can help others is by showing them what they know,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah, you are right.
They can't ask advanced questions about English to non-native speakers.
Hmm. Hmm. I see.
But I sleep most of the time.
It's all right.
So like I'm not there all the time.
Hmm.
So when you have other non-native speakers and you make a giant mistake, they are so eager to help you, and they're like, oh, no, 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 this is how you do this. This is how you do this. They're so eager to help you. And that's the other thing, is that you can do the same for others. That's
Yeah,
how you improve your English.
yeah. That's that's a great advice you just gave, and it seemed to be like quite fun.
Yeah.
I will definitely try that. That's for sure.
You ask questions, and then you help other people too.
Exactly.
Righty. You want to keep. Yeah, we kind of went astray on the conversation. Do you want to go back and start asking about stories,
Do
or
it.
are you done?
Let's
Okay,
do
you
it.
want to still do it? Okay, we got champagne over here. Hey there.
Uh,
Hey,
hey guys, it's
I'm
Okay.
just
champagne.
hi. I'm just trying these new features on Discord. I haven't know that this channel exists. You know.
It does. It does.
Uh,
Yeah.
do you know the app Juvo? Juvo.
Never heard of
One.
it.
No?
Nope.
Oh, it's like it's similar. It's like people's having a conversation and like the other people is listening and
Mhm.
they can raise their hand and come to talk with
Yep.
with us.
That's how
It's
it
like
works
same,
over here.
same. Whoa,
Hey, but you're here, so do you want to help us out
whoa.
in our class? You're on the spot now,
Uh,
so you might as well.
all right, I'm nervous.
Hey, you want to try it? It doesn't matter. No one's gonna make fun of you
Excuse me,
if you
guys.
make a
Oh,
mistake. Yeah.
I am.
Actually, sorry, I have to go. I have some work. So,
No worries.
All
yeah.
right, Hollow.
Okay.
Mhm.
Good talking.
Okay. Yeah, good talking. It's pleasure to talk to you all. See ya.
All right, goodbye.
Okay, take care.
Yeah, take care, guys.
Okay,
Take care,
so
bro.
first of all, Champagne, what's your name? How do you want us to call you?
Oh my. All right, my name is Champagne. I didn't know that. Sorry, I my real name is
You
Ignacio.
you don't need to say it if you're not comfortable. So we
No,
can
no,
we can call
it's
you
fine. It's fine.
Ignacio, or we can call you
Ignacio.
Champagne.
Mm, I don't care. Ignacio. It's like
Okay.
more familiar.
Now,
Uh,
do you have a story about someone being unfair to you?
uh, like mm, on my country, um, I'm
Mm-hmm.
I'm from Chile. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
if it's from South America, South America.
South America?
And
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
it's like a couple of months of I haven't have a conversation like on English. Sorry for my bad pronunciation of the words.
Don't
It's
apologize. We're here to learn and to practice. You're good.
yeah. Um, but no, it's I'm really impressed of this server. I'm just came like one 2 days ago. A friend told me about this server, and I'm so impressed. So I am what is the word? Uh, Freaking. I don't know if you understand. So I have to listen to you first, and we can hang out a conversation. No?
Yeah, yeah. So now
Mm-hmm.
I was asking about a story, right? I'm asking you if you have a story about someone being
Hmm.
unfair to you. Has anyone
Um,
ever been unfair to you?
the police on
Okay,
my
okay. Can you tell
field.
us about it? We want to hear your story.
Uh, do you know about what is the the revolution on Chile the last year, like
No, I
two
don't
years
know
two
about
We
it.
years
Can you
don't.
tell
ago.
us?
Um,
Can you
like
explain why it
yeah,
happened?
the revolution in Chile.
Hmm.
Uh, hace 2 años, 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
It's for the first reason is the country has years of suffering for the government of the president Sebastián Piñera has the country really poor. I know how, do you, do you understand the country
I
is very
understood.
poor. The economy is very
Yes.
poor because the president has very insufficient. I don't know. Has given the 1% of the government. The politics and the politicians are so bad, and the people just have a revolution. The streets are in fire, man, in fire. I came out with my family to the revolution, and the police just hang me out. I come, I came to prison. Like um, one week. I have 1 week in prison. I only have 18 years old,
Hmm.
and I have
That's
1
crazy.
week
You were
on
in
prison.
jail for a week?
Yes, yes, yes. Exactly. I have in
Okay.
jail for a week, but it's just for a just cause.
Just for supporting the cause,
Yes, yes, it was
right?
for a just cause.
Okay.
No, that's
A long
fine.
time of
No, we
fighting.
understood you,
A
so
long,
that's
long time.
perfect.
For tips and tricks, I'd recommend hitting the subscribe button down below.
Does
Ignacio,
anyone
that was good.
want to
Arby,
try
Hear me.
repeating what Ignacio just said? RB is here. Yeah, he can try.
But a lot of people listening.
Yeah, yeah.
Can I?
We want everyone to interact. So we are waiting for some hands to be raised.
Mhm.
Arby, you there?
I
Okay,
can find
RB,
someone from the public without raising their hand. Their hand?
no,
No.
no, they need to raise their hand, and I'm the one that lets them in.
Okay,
Twinkle,
okay.
you in?
But Twinkle Toes is here. Twinkle Toes, are you here?
Yes, I am. Hello.
You want to try?
Perfect. Hello. Do you want to try?
Yeah. Sorry, I just joined. Like I had some connection issue.
Okay,
I
that's
didn't
fine.
listen.
Okay,
So you can
did you
ask him to
hear?
repeat.
Yeah, did you hear Ignacio's story, or do you want him to repeat it?
I want him to repeat.
Okay, Ignacio. So can you repeat the story? Cause Twinkle Toes didn't hear it.
The story of the revolution.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Of you going to jail for a week. We need you to tell it again.
Right. Try to tell by a different way. Like I was, I, I, I go to jail because I was making a riot. I was making a riot in the streets. I have turned fire. I make a campfire on the streets. I really like I fight with my people. My when my people against the police, and that's it. The police just catch me. I don't know
Caught
the
me. Yeah.
word. Caught me and like uh, 6, 7 friends who are with me. And
Okay.
yeah, that the revolution. That wasn't fair. That was the worst moment I have lived on my life, really. But today, 2021, the situation is really calm down, and the people are more, you know, with COVID, with the this situation, this pandemic situation, the people really don't care about their government, who's still bad, but people, yeah, really don't care.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
So Twinkle Toes disconnected. So does anyone else want to try repeating what he said? Minu, RB, you here?
Yeah, I just want to give Manu a chance. I think he would like to, repeat what he said.
Go ahead, do it.
I don't think he's gonna speak. Okay. So during like Chile's revolution or something recently, he was apprehended by police and was locked up for a week. Is that right?
Mhm. Ignacio, is that right?
Is that right? Is that?
Okay, perfect.
Uh,
Very good. RB, do you have another story to share or not really?
I have a lot of stories to share, but let's. If there is somebody who wanna share their stories, I'm gonna just leave quietly.
Yeah, so
Right.
let's give it a second. Does anyone want to try? Okay, we got Sherlock, so Sherlock, you can join. Hey Sherlock.
Come on,
Yeah, let's go.
join us.
How you guys doing?
Hey, we're doing pretty good. It's getting pretty late over here, but we're having fun. So do you want to try?
Yeah, sure. So the topic is last time someone was mean to me.
Exactly. So you gotta tell a story about, someone being mean to you.
Hmm. Is it alright if I kind of tell a story about how I'm kind of mean, not really thinking about it? I unconsciously kind of do some mean things in a way.
Okay, you can do that. Just make sure you slow down so that everyone understands. All right?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
So I have this kind of habit where I don't really listen to the other side when I like ask a question. It's more so I can express my opinion on things. I
Mm-hmm.
like listening to people, but for some reason, whenever I ask someone a question, I just don't listen to them and I just try to express my own feelings in a way, try to get my point across.
Okay, so what you're saying is you don't really care about other people's opinions, right?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, we
I try
have
to stop
Elise.
myself
Mm-hmm.
from.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I try to usually stop myself from interrupting people, but I keep unconsciously doing it.
Yanni was get fired
Mm-hmm.
because he was stealing something that uh, actually there's no reason, right? I was catching that one. There's only that one, right? He was getting that. I think I just only get that one.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
His manager thought he was.
Stealing?
I'm sorry, your echo is distracting me a little bit. Can you mute yourself, please? Okay, thank you. So yeah, you got the story right. He got unfairly fired, right? So his manager thought that he was stealing from him, even though that wasn't true. So he got
Yeah.
fired for no
Yeah.
reason, pretty much, right? Okay, Uzeo, does that sound right?
Right.
All right, perfect. All right, guys. So we've been here for about an hour, and I really gotta go to bed. So that was the last. Wait, someone's raising their hand. Okay, you can come in. So that's the last story we do. Yeah,
Hi.
Ignacio, what's up?
Yes, I come back. No, I don't wanna tell you a story. I just wanted to thank you for what you are doing here. I have a question. Do you
Yeah.
do these meetings often at nights? You know?
Well, this was kind of random because I wasn't the one who organized it. It was Dino, but Dino had an emergency and he had to leave. So I was the one who took over. So
Okay.
the
You
the
know?
conversation club usually happens at around 8 a.m. So you can
8
check
p.m.
the classes info channel and you can see the announcements over there. Okay. So you're gonna
Oh,
get pinged and you can see when the conversation club meets.
yeah,
Okay.
here in Chile it's 2 in the morning.
Yeah, it's 1:30 for me. I feel you.
Oh, oh, yeah, it's similar. Well,
Yeah.
that's it. I would like to say goodbye to the entire audience and the moderation. Like
Mm.
you do it